another edition of Craps Down Under. Today I'm going to use the field play and 5-6-8 together. I'm basically going to do like a reverse iron cross. I'm going to use the field to press up my 5-6-8 and try and get some quick wins by parlaying in the field. And I may speculate on the hard ways as well. I've got a $1,200 bankroll. $1,200 bankroll. My action is 120, so you don't want to get too many sevens. When you're going for that, this is enough to last 10 shooters. You probably, in an ideal world, would use double this so you can at least survive 20 shooters. But with any kind of play, you've got to use your discretion. If the field's not hitting, or you're getting lots and lots of short rolls, then you probably shouldn't be playing a light side strategy. You probably need to be playing something more tuned to capitalising on the 7. So that said, we'll give it a go and we'll see what kind of run we get. We are going to be working, so we are working every roll. It doesn't really matter what the point is, but I'll try and track it and let's see what we get. So we've got a hard 4 straight out of the gate, so that's our point. And we win 35 in the field. Now these all win 35. We've got 35 in the field, they win 35, so it's a wash on any other number, any non-field number. We're just hoping to get it back to back. Unfortunately we didn't, so we lose, but we win 35 here. Now, I'll just leave that there because if we get a field, then we hit the 4, hit the point. Again, it doesn't matter, we're working all the time, so that one comes back. And now we're just hoping to get, we've got a hard 6. All right, so all the hard ways are coming. We're not on any hard ways. We haven't really had any back-to-back field hits. So this is where you start to think, maybe I shouldn't be playing this. I should be playing just the 5-6-8. So these are the things you're kind of got to wear if you're getting that alternating field 5-6-8, field 5-6-8. And you're not able to get a back-to-back field, then you probably can't really capitalise on this particular play. So this is something to be aware of. We've got a 9. So we do win in the field this time. And hopefully we can get we've got a 7. So that basically amounted to nothing. And I obviously, playing the field in this scenario actually stopped us winning anything. We would have actually made a hit here. Probably would have made too much else, but we would have made a couple of hits if we weren't playing the field. So keep that in mind. I'll take this one back and I will pay 120 out of our rack and keep all our action up. There we go. So you do need to get fields, and you do need some back-to-back fields. I've got an 8. So again, not seeing the field hit. There we are. We've got a 4 again. So hopefully we can get a back-to-back. But this potentially could be one of those alternating hands. Oh, we got a 10, but came hard. All right. So this gets us where we want to be. Gives us a chance, because what we can do, take all that, we go press, press, and press. Now I'll put all my field, I'll put them beside my original bets, and so we've pressed all that up there. So that's going to pay a good amount. That's going to pay $70. Now we've got 35 there. What we can do is we can take that together. That gives me a 25. I'll add 5 and bring it up to a 60. So I'll just get the dealer to colour that up. Now we're playing a 60. Now why do I want to play it at 60? Well, that just works nicer when I'm doing a parlay, because if I get a win, I'm going to get more and I'll be able to press all my bets up. That's the idea. Now we are playing at a higher level here. So let's see how we go. And unfortunately, we don't get very far at all because our friend the 7, our frenemy, keeping him close. He's come and ruined everything for us. So I'll take all this back, and I'll take again another 120. So out of our rack, put all the action back. So not good so far. And an 8. But we were right in that point where we just needed something, and we would have actually been okay, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. Oh, sorry, that one's got to go back as well. So that's our original 120 in action. So that's a wash. We basically just replaced the field, and we've got a 4. Okay, easy. So we get paid. Looking for a parlay. We got a yo. All right. So that gets us where we want to be in terms of pressing up our bets. And again, all right, so I'll take a little bit out of each one. We use those to press up, press up, press up. A little bit there, that one there. I'll colour it up. 5 from our rack, 60. All right, here we go. And we got a 9. Okay, so another field number. That's great, because what that does is that gives us that. Now, what we can do here is again press. We don't even need to go for a parlay here. Just an even place at a $15 level. Put that back in our rack. So here, these are all going to win 105. All right, so 105 is what we're going to win. I've got 15 here, and I'll use that. In fact, I don't even have to make it 15. I could make it a little bit less. I could make it 10. Let's see how we go. We've got an 8. All right, so what does that get us? That gets us a black chip. That gets us 105. All right, so I can put that in our rack. Now, how many of these do we want to do? I think if we can get a couple, we get kind of where we want to be, but we do have to make up for some come out 7s that we had. Sorry, not come out 7s, just 7s, I should say. PSOs, whatever you want to call them. All right, so another black chip. All right, now to be clear, we've got a fair bit of money up here on the felt, right? We've got $90, 180 plus 75 here, right? So it's $155 on the felt. In fact, 160 if you count that. So, sorry, 260, not 160, 260. So when you start thinking about it, there's actually quite a bit of our action on the felt. And do we want to actually take back our profit, or do we actually want to try and milk this field a little bit, milk this 5, 6, 8 a little bit more? So this is the kind of game of chicken that we're playing. We're playing a game of chicken. Is the 7 going to come, or are we going to get another hit? And the greed factor is always there, but it's always the case. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. So if you're going to leave up your action here, you really got to think about it like, am I going to get another 3 hits or 4 hits to kind of pay for this? Because it's $90, $90, $90, 75. So you really need 3 hits to kind of justify keeping your action up here any longer versus just taking it down. So that's the dilemma. We'll roll it. We've got a 10. So we don't make anything really on that because we've only got something here in the field. We're not really playing the field anymore. Doesn't mean we can't keep playing the field, but we kind of transitioned to more playing the 5, 6, 8 here. And we've got a 5. All right. So now we're kind of in that little sweet spot. A little sweet spot because we have had some good hits. We've got 3 blacks there. If I pull all the action down, we'll basically have, I think, recovered all of our losses that we had with those early 7s. So let's just see where we end up. So you can see profit-wise, where do we go? So if you actually have a look at that, we're only slightly down here in our reds. So maybe if I was to, I don't need to colour it up, but yeah, we're missing 2 greens. So we're $50 down here, but we've got 3 blacks. So we're in a very, very good position. So the question is do we want to stay up at this level, or do we want to try and start over again? And that's another thing you can do. You can say, well, we've done okay, we've done all right. We can just play at this sort of lower level. And we're not going to make the big wins, but all this action is more than paid for, and potentially we can build it up. If we believe the hand's going to go long, that's what we're saying by leaving that large action on the felt. We think it's going to go a bit longer, then potentially we can still milk some money out of it, but we're not risking all of that profit that was generated from the field mostly. And there's our 7. So it was a good time to pull our action down. So again, we still, it wasn't a trivial amount, right? That's still a significant amount of money, right? We're still at 80, 90, $95, right? It's still a significant amount of money to leave on the felt. But we've got 3 black chips here. So we did okay. And we weren't too greedy, and we were able to preserve some of our profit. All right. And it wasn't a super long hand. All right, so we got a 9. So that's a field winner. So we win the field there. Hoping to get a parlay. We got a 9 back to back. That's great. Okay. Take all of this, put that on the 5, put that on the 6 and 8, put that on the 8 there, take that one back there, and we can get a green for that. And we'll add 5 from our rack, push it up to 60, because ideally we can get one more field hit, and we press it up again. We've got a 4. Awesome. Okay, so that wins $60, and again we can press. So now we're playing this. These will win black chips, and bring that one back. We can play 15 here. Maybe we'll try and pick up some hardways. Use this to fund some hardway action. We've got an 8. All right, so that's fine. We don't win here. We lose there, but pick up 105. Another black chip. Unfortunately, it was a very short party, but it goes to show it was a short hand. It wasn't a long hand. Yes, we did leave up a significant amount of profit by going for that extra roll versus we may have made a lot more profit if we'd have taken it back down. So these are all the things you can do. You can take for that one hit, then take it all back down and then try and start it again. And there's nothing wrong with doing that either. But we still made money. Well, we still made some reasonable money, just not as much as we'd like. All right, so 35. Again, we're working. And here we go. And we've got a 3. All right. So ace deuce will do. Parlay. And we've got a yo. So that's exactly what we want. Now, I have showed doing the parlay, and that is the aggressive play. Right, the aggressive play is to parlay. The conservative play is to go, well, guess what? If I take all this back, all this win back, I've literally got $105. My total action is 120. So if I was to take all that back, and in fact, if I was even drop drop this down to a 15, I've got no exposure. right? I'm neutral now. I've actually recovered all of my initial risk, right? I've got 100 there, plus 125, right? So I've got 125 I've taken out. And all this is still playing. Now I've got a 15 here. Now this would be kind of like, okay, I think the hand's going to end and I'm just going to play it to see it out. But if it doesn't end, I'm kind of like, this is neutral, right? I've got no exposure. If I do this though, now I'm saying, well, maybe I can do it again, what I just did. And I can again milk another 105 out of it. So that's something we can try as well. So I've got a little bit of exposure by doing this, but it's not much, it's only 15 bucks. Also, I'm not being exact with that, but it's somewhere around there. All right, so again, I do the parlay trick. Can we get another field? We got a 9, so fantastic. Again, it's the same thing to there, right? So we've got our 9. Now that we've got that, we can again do a press up. And press up on this one. And maybe I'll just play that at a little amount, maybe 15. Leave it at 15, hoping to get a black chip now. Well, not a black chip, what are we hoping to get? We're going to get a little bit. We're going to get $70 and I'm going to lose 15. So this is a lesser level, a lower level of it, but it's still a valid play, right? So we've got a 9. So we don't make a lot there, it's only 15. But guess what? I can take that. I can pick up some hard ways. Maybe it'll do something. Maybe I'll press it up to 20. Right. Now we got a 5. So we got this is going to pay 70. So that's basically my payout there. Right, I can rack it, right? I can rack 50, leave the 20. And this is all, it's all very nice, right? We're making money here. I don't have to parlay and take the risk of a parlay here. I can go, you know what? I just made 20. Maybe I'll lose my easy 4. So maybe I'll push it up to 10. Maybe I'll push my hard 10 up. I've got 5 here. Maybe I'll just put it back on there. So now this one is at 25. So I'm hoping to get a green. So maybe I can get a green chip. We've got a 4. So look, I lost my easy, but I pick up a green. Right, so I'll lose that. I picked up a green. Maybe I'll just leave the easy 4 because he's rolling easy ways. And maybe I'll just press it up a little bit. So press it up to 30 now. Right, so we haven't actually hit these yet. So the question is do I want to pull down this profit because it's exposed? I'm risking it on the 7 and I haven't actually had a hit on the 5, 6 or 8. I've just been rolling fields. So it is something, if I look at that and I go, that's a fair bit of money, right? So let's say I take it all back, being conservative, right? Take all my action back, even take my hard ways back, right? I'm back to basically my original bankroll less of $5. Right, there's my original bankroll less $5. Yet I've got 425 in profit. And what have I done? We haven't had a fantastic session. This hasn't been an awesome thing. We've had 7s and short hands, but we've used the multiplier effect of taking our field up onto here. And even when we did that, we still didn't actually get many hits up here. That's the irony of it. But we gave it a chance, and then we pulled our profit back down into our rack. And that's why we've made this sort of profit, and that is a reasonable profit to make on this size bankroll, right? 20%. This is a $1,200 bankroll, right? So 20% is $240. We've made more than $240. We made $425. So we've done a very good result. So let's just see how it rolls out. Now, if you thought maybe you think the 10's coming, right? Or sorry, not the 10, the 7's coming. So you could just go, oh look, I'll lay the 10. Right? You could do that. Let's see, maybe the 7 will come. We've got a 5. So I'll risk a little bit of our profit. We've got the 4. So this shooter is managing to roll. That was the point. They're still rolling field numbers. So this has been a pretty good field roll. But I've decided, look, let's take ourselves out. So I'm expecting that a 7 has to come at some point. There's a 9. And there's our 7. All right, so I risk some of my profit. All right, got 150 there. I'm going to win 75. I'll owe a little bit of vig. In fact, I won't take it out of there. I'll take it out of here. Get back 20 and get back 2. Right, because I owe $3 vig. So I get all of that there. So let's say that's us done. Another black. And most of this was really funded by the field, because we used the field to multiply what we get up here. So there you go, 500, 15, $17, right? 517 bucks. Not a bad outcome. And they weren't fantastic hands or anything spectacular at all. So there's some food for thought on how you can use the field. Those parlays are very powerful bets, and the reason why it's so powerful on the field, it's the only number where you cover that many combinations. Yes, it's a one roll decision, right? But you're covering 16 combinations, and mathematically it's kind of like having 18 combinations, because the 2 and 12 pay double, but it's a fair chunk of the board, and that's why the parlays can be so effective, because of the sheer number of combinations that you're covering. So your bet's very concentrated, but very wide on half the board. So it's not too bad when you do the parlay. Doesn't mean it's always going to work. If you get alternating field 5, 6, 8, then of course you're not going to get anywhere, and you would have been better collecting your fields versus parlaying. So that's always the choice. Do you collect or do you parlay? But if you don't parlay, you don't get as much multiplier effect. And the reason why it's working so well is we're winning, we're multiplying our winnings, so we've doubled our winnings already, and we're taking our winnings and we're putting it up here and then getting a hit on our winnings again. And that's why we're able to multiply our winnings up very quickly. So, and that's it's evidenced in the profit we got relatively quick. So I'm going to leave that there. That's kind of me showing you how you can play this, and I've played it, both the aggressive pressing or covering your action in your bankroll. So I'm slightly down there, sorry. So I have messed up there. Let me fix that up. That one wasn't quite full. All right. So very close. So there we are. Not sure what I did then. Maybe I took that back. Should have put that there. So 475, 80, 92, 492. So it's still close to 500 bucks. I'm not going to quibble with that. I'm very happy with that result. So see how you guys go with it. Obviously, if you're not getting field hits, it's not going to work. If you're getting really short hands with lots and lots of 7s, you're going to be ploughing through your bankroll pretty quick. But it can definitely work reasonably well. It doesn't take too many fields back to back to really give yourself a good result. So thanks for watching, guys.